This podcast is part of the Big Heads Media Podcast Network. Go to bigheadsmedia.com for more great podcasts.
Safety and conflict.
Foolish pride.
So good, it's criminal.
All that and more.
It's time to get our fucking revenge.
Play it.
Super Media Bros.
Missed my Jim Ross impression just now.
Yeah, that was the best Jim Ross. I didn't even mean to make it a Jim Ross impression. I was Jim Ross depression. No, I was trying to emphasize how tired I am, but
my face did it for you.
Yeah, exactly. Welcome to episode 121 of the Super Media Bros podcast. I'm Midnight Agent Raw.
And by God, I'm O'Connor.
By God! That's a lot of by God.
It's a slumber match.
Do you think whenever Jim Ross makes amends with somebody, he says, let bygods be bygods?
Yeah. That's all that is.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
Let's let bygods be bygods. Handshakes. Or elbow bumps right
slobber
now.
Knock.
The slobber knocker. That's the handshake slobber knocker.
Mm-hmm.
We're not talking about wrestling on this episode, but that's just where the conversation was steered.
We're just wrestling with exhaustion.
Yes. But we're here to combat that exhaustion with a really kick-ass EP.
Full of revenge.
Full of revenge.
That should be the name of it.
Full of revenge.
Sponsored by Monster Cat.
Yeah. Synthwave artist F.O.O.L.
Not just synthwave.
Not just synthwave, but
dark.
goddamn, it's like it's
dark.
It's dark synth.
Yeah.
It's good shit.
1-800-SYNTH.
Yes.
Yeah, all your synth needs. Dark synth.
Repent for all your synths. I'm telling you. The F.O.O.L Revenger E.P is fucking amazing. It just got released on Monster Cat. Cody and I have been jamming this fucker for a couple of weeks now. This is a for your reviewing pleasure episode, which we were sitting there thinking, what's going to be the next one? And then this thing dropped.
It's going to be an intense wave.
Yes. But it was a good delivery of music.
Solid, yes. Compared to like a lot of the older stuff F.O.O.L's done, it's taking a really good drastic turn, honestly.
Yeah, because I had forgotten that he had done stuff on Monster Cat before, and then I was looking at the artwork, thumbing through the channel on YouTube, and the artwork drew me in. First off, I knew what kind of music it was going to be just based on it, but I was like, how good is this going to be? I figured it was going to be, but it blew my expectations out of the water.
I can't remember the name of the EP, but it was that Matroda EP that had the guy with the red like smoke all around him.
Oh, that was a good one too.
That's what the album artwork reminded me of, was that, because it's literally just the figure of F.O.O.L with the face mask and the hoodie and stuff, and it's just dark red, like blood red looking like smoke around him, and it's pretty fucking legit.
Good shit.
You gotta be a fool to not like this.
Right. Before we get into the thick of this, we're going to toss it over to Crazy Train of Thought from the Idiot Savants.
All right, everybody on the train, all aboard. You snooze, you lose.
Buy my loot boxes.
Not you. Get off the train. Don't let him on.
Oh, okay.
All right, listen here, Greenhorn. I'm going to teach you everything you need to know about how to conduct a podcast. First thing you need to know is never stay on topic, ever.
Sir?
What do you want?
People are complaining about the Venom movie still.
I don't care. Feed them Justice League or something. Get them off my back.
Copy.
Sir, it says in the book that you need to stay on topic as a podcast.
Screw the book, Greenhorn. The book was written by dinosaurs. Second thing you need to know is never report news that's not at least 2 or 3 weeks old.
Sir?
What do you want?
People are complaining about the Pokemon Go update.
I don't care. Just gag them or something. Shut them up.
On it.
Sir?
What do you want, Greenhorn?
I think the train might be going off the rails.
That's exactly how we run this show. This is the Crazy Train of Thought podcast, brought to you by the Idiot Savants. Find us anywhere you listen to podcasts.
www.crazytrainofthought.com.
The train has left the station.
Oh, sorry, I snoozed. So I lose.
No.
The train has left me.
No, you snooze, you lose.
God damn it.
Cody just lost.
Fuck.
Well,
All that content gone.
Let's turn this around with a win.
Yes.
Revenger E.P. by F.O.O.L. If this is your first time on a For Your Reviewing Pleasure episode, Cody's going to explain what the fuck is going on.
So basically, it's 4 songs of intense, dark synthwave. That's pretty much it. But yeah, like I said, there's just 4 songs on here. It's not a terribly long album. First song on here is the title track for the album, Revenger.
And it's about to just kick you right in the balls. Like right now.
Very industrial.
Yeah, I was gonna say a lot of Trent Reznor sounding kind of shit. Very groovy. Not 70s groovy, but a lot of just
underground groovy.
Yes. It's a great kickoff to the EP, and it just kind of gets you in that mood of like, I'm gonna fuck shit up. But you want to listen to this like at night, just riding around.
So you get on your crotch rocket and you see some like people in the streets that are like beating each other up. It's like, I'm getting involved. Just start cracking your knuckles. It's like dun 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 dun. Pow.
It's like that video game. What was it? Final Fight or something like that. The little side scroller beat 'em up. That's kind of the shit that I think about with this. Is just like an old school beat 'em up arcade game. Just walking and punching and kicking the crap out of everybody. Just put a quarter in and get your revenge and beat the shit out of everybody.
I'm telling you, they on Fixed Neon, they need to make a video game like that with their artist making the soundtrack to the whole game.
Yeah, I'm honestly a little surprised. Like, this artist could have like easily gone over there and released this one on their label too. It's nice to see it on Monster Cat though, because you don't really get too much of synth influenced things on the label these days.
No synthwave, no retrowave hardly. I mean, it's a lot of the same stuff, which I'm not too much complaining, but at the same time I kind of am, because I mean, you already have dubstep everywhere. You already have house everywhere. Why not stuff that we don't listen to? But yeah, like I said, it's a great start off, like you said, to the album. Very industrial, very like just it's so cool.
And then it moves along to, I think, arguably Cody and I's favorite track on here, Criminals. And if you can't tell why, something's wrong with you.
Yeah, you have no idea who we are, do you?
Yeah. This lead, this keyboard lead going on right here. This is everything. I'm clapping my hands right now. Everything.
Let's not forget, closer to the end of each drop, they have that guitar that makes it so much better.
Oh yeah, there's some excellent guitar work in this song too, and a very well crafted song in general. There's nothing more I can say about it other than the song speaks for itself, and it kicks a lot of ass.
Oh yeah, it's that same consistent like vibe too. Like, it's not just like the darkness of the theme, but it's more like the same beat, same repetition, the same like flow into the second song as was the first song. So you're still getting that adrenaline kicking vibe with this song going into that album. You know, it keeps you motivated basically.
Yeah, and the nuances kind of get switched up with each drop, very slightly, but they're there, and it's enough to make a difference. And songs like this I enjoy because it feels like the track keeps refreshing itself through and through, so it doesn't get boring.
And when you hear the guitar, that guitar section reminds me of his older style, like being blended into this. Because it kind of gets the vibe of like Fairy Tailer and Night and a lot of the old F.O.O.L that we used to hear like back in, what was it, 2016, 2017, roughly that era. Yeah, that's a good little throwback if you actually pay attention to a lot of the different elements of each song, especially this one.
It's a nice throwback, like you said, and it shows, hey, here's my roots, but I'm doing a little more, meshing the old and the new together, and it works.
Elevating this into the darkness.
And then it moves on to the third track, Conflict. Now, I said this before we started this. A lot of Knight Rider vibes on this motherfucker. Like, Kit just turned on the headlights and served Mr. David Hasselhoff just jumping in that bitch and pedal to the metal, speeding off.
Just hearing this drop.
Oh, I love that.
This is like old Fool 2 right here.
Yeah, I love that too.
But just you saying that drop makes me see him in front of Kit, and as soon as it drops, you see the lights like shoot out from the side.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the lights are just pew, and
then he turns around. He's just like, "Y'all fucked up."
Right? Y'all done fucked up. I'm about to whoop your ass. There's about to be some conflict.
I'm conflicted here.
Yeah.
Should I beat you hard or harder?
Yeah, hard or
harder.
Hard or harder.
But yeah, like another thing I picked up on, it reminds me of like old school Daft Punk, like certain elements of it, not a complete cohesive like recreation of them, but there's elements of their music that kind of like comes in here and there that I thought that was really neat. Like they had like the technologic like ew kind of sound in there.
I think one thing that does kind of tie to that sound is the arpeggiation happening in there, because Daft Punk does a lot of arpeggiating sounds in there. Yeah. It doesn't necessarily, like this album does not necessarily lose its steam. Going to the last song here with Claycy Jones, it's not even the strongest one on here, but it's still fucking good. And it doesn't necessarily give or take away from the experience of it as a whole. But this song is called Safe. And this one kind of reminds me of the Salai EP from Pilot. And it's the keyboard lead that you're hearing right now that does that. I think of the four, this one's the most laid back.
Well, it's the safest one.
Yeah, no pun intended. It is absolutely the track that plays it safe.
And this one to me has this very hip hop feel to it. If
Yes.
you really listen to it, because the way that the drum pattern sounds, even though it's a slower paced song, it keeps you with that kind of like bouncy, like rap hip hop kind of vibe to it. And I actually like that about this song.
And that's what I was gonna say too. I don't even hate this song. Like it's the weaker of the four, but it's not so weak that it's bad. It's still good, and it doesn't take away or add anything to. It's there and it's good.
I mean, my opinion, there's really no song that I find the weakest. Like, there's not one that I don't like as much as the others. Like, I like Criminals the most, but the other three songs are just as good, in my opinion. So it's really hard to not rank this like song per song, because it's a good transition from beginning to end as far as like keeping the energy going, having that variety, and bringing back like retro sounds that he classified himself with back in the day. So he did a really good mixture of all those elements.
Yeah, and the fact that it's only 4 songs doubly makes it difficult, because it's such a short listen, but it packs such a punch that there's really no bad in it. If you had a full album maybe of 10 songs, you might have, a couple of fillers in there, but this is no filler.
No.
Usually we don't rank shit 5 out of 5, because like we have always been like, if it's 5 out of 5, it's too perfect. There's nothing that's completely perfect, but I gotta say, dude, like this is to me a damn near perfect fucking release.
I mean, I was thinking about 4.7, 4.8, because I mean, the only issue I have is that it's a short experience. I wish it was a little bit longer, maybe like a song or two longer, but that's really the only gripe I have. Like, there's enough here for me to appreciate the old Full sound, his current sound, and just how much that the energy doesn't like drop. It keeps going the right direction.
I'd say a 4.75 out of 5, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's what I would say. Yeah, it's a short episode, it's a short listen, but I mean, it's fucking great. It's out right now. I think I paid $2.99 on iTunes for it. It's fucking great listen. And if you just want to stream it, it's on Spotify. It's on the Monster Cat YouTube channel. We'll put links in the show notes below so you can check it out. I mean, fuck, go buy it and support it if you like what you hear.
Just one little thing I wanted to mention about this before we went anywhere else was,
Sure.
Like I said earlier, I listened to Full since like I think 3 or 4 years ago, and he had a lot of great like one-hit singles like popping back and forth between him being on his own label and being the other half of Falcon Funk. You know, they were just so talented, those two guys. But when F.O.O.L went on his own direction with this, I was really happy with it. But after a while, he fell off the label, and then he came back. Didn't really seem too strong as I was expecting, because there was a lot of hit or miss songs by F.O.O.L that I was kind of just like disappointed in, I guess you can say, just how he went from such a like high standard to like he dropped off like more than normal. And he had like one or two good songs here and there, and then he came back with like a fucking home run with this one. So, I mean, definitely check out his catalog in general, not just this album. But to me, it went from like a really high point down, not too low, but it was low enough to where I was just kind of like, I wish there was more to it. And then now it's like he punched me in the fucking ball. It's like, okay, you win.
Well, maybe that's why it's called Revenger.
Yeah,
Because he's on the upswing and he's back kicking ass.
Yeah, which is really good.
Yeah, and let's hope this continues, because I was very thoroughly impressed. I've enjoyed all his material before. This one just kind of spoke more to me. So, but yeah, it's out on Monster Cat. Go stream it, go buy it, go listen to it, and enjoy it.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you enjoyed it. Listen to the little clips we had. So
yeah. All right, so we're gonna get out of here, but before that, next week, fucking finally, Kung Fury versus Escape from North Korea. Goddamn, go watch these movies. They are both free on YouTube, and they are 30 minutes apiece. And both of these were pretty much on like half set and half green screen. And you get what you're watching. It's absolutely self-aware, both of them. But go check them out before you check our episode out, because holy shit.
Fan-fucking-tastic.
Absolutely. And you already know where to find us on social media. You can go to the show notes below, click on them. You can go to our Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram pages. You can go to our website to listen to all of our episodes. Buy some merchandise if you would like. We have t-shirts, and
I'm sure the two people that listen to us already done all this stuff.
I fucking hope so.
I mean, we're over 100 episodes into this.
Right? So that's 200-something downloads?
Yay!
All right, cool. Okay, we're good. All right.
We're getting somewhere.
We're getting somewhere, finally. That's it for this one, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I'm done. I'm ready to go watch some movies or
play some Animal Crossing.
Yes.
Something.
Yes. Let's go play some Animal Crossing.
Kill our residents.
That was For Your Reviewing Pleasure 10. F.O.O.L. Revenger E.P. Episode 121. Until next week, I've been Midnight Agent Raw.
Hey, I'm Okame.
Shades on.
We're off.